Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. I've been off for a while, but we're finally back on Wednesday with State of the Atmosphere. All your pop culture news, the Sydney Sweeney stuff, and we're going to be talking Monarch. The first episode dropped on season 2. We'll be talking about that and everything else in pop culture tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, JoesAtmosfere, and I am joined by the Knockster. What's up, man?
Hey, well, we clearly know what Joe was doing with all his time off.
That's
Hey, how can I
right.
make my intro even longer?
That's
What
right.
he guys. That's what
I
he
was
chose.
making videos, man. I was making videos. That's right. No, I was playing around with Grok, man. They had a 3-day trial thing where you could do everything they had. Yeah, goofed around with it. John, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, good. I know you're excited. We're going to be talking some Monarch. So we'll be talking about the one of his favorite subjects, kaijus, man. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for being here. And first thing I want to do is thank you guys for all the positive thoughts and prayers for my mom. She is in a skilled rehab facility now. I went and saw her this morning, and they are obviously working her because she was asleep when I walked in. But she's getting around pretty good for herself in her room, and she's transferred to a wheelchair to get around the place on her own and everything. So everything's going good. Hopefully she'll be home in about 3 weeks. So I am back on my regular schedule, so all the shows will be back on time. So yeah. Thanks a lot for all of that, guys. And let's see. We're going to start like we usually do with the pop culture update. So let me see if I can remember where that's at. You know, I forget where half of these videos are now. You get away from it, you get out of practice.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right. Of course, as always, we're going to talk about the box office on the weekend. And this weekend, it was all about Screen 7. You would think this stuff would slow down after a while, but no. It makes $64 million. Pretty good for a 7th in a series, I would say. $64 million domestically, and then altogether $97 globally. For a victorious Paramount, who also, I'm pretty sure they've locked down the Warner Brothers deal this week. Didn't I read that, John? Yeah. Spyglass picks franchise best launch, gives David Ellison's Paramount Skydance additional reason to celebrate after prevailing in its bid for Warner Brothers. So let's take a look at the numbers here. 63.6 million was the exact number. Over the 3-day weekend for Scream 7. GOAT is still making double digits with 12 million. Wuthering Heights, I'm surprised that's making as much as it has, really, because I went and saw this on Valentine's Day, and I don't know if I told you guys, but wow, was this movie bad. But anyway, it's still making money. I get, you know what, guys, just in case you haven't heard, spoiler alert, Margot Robbie is not naked in this movie. Okay, sorry to be the one to break it to you, but she's not. Okay. Anyway,
why do you want to see it then?
Right? Why do you want to go see it? Let's see. 21 Pilots, more than we ever imagined. I don't know what this is, but it made 4.3 million.
It's a
Is
band.
it?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
band.
I had no clue. And Epic. Elvis Presley in concert, which I can't find anywhere around here. I'm hoping it's going to show up at the Robinson, which is our independent film house, so I can see it. But it made 3.5 million. So, yeah, that was it for this weekend. Now, looking ahead to next weekend, it looks like Hoppers is going to be the big one. They're projecting 88 million worldwide debut. And let's see, best for Pixar original since Coco. And The Bride eyes 40 million worldwide. So we'll see what goes on with that. Have you guys seen I think we showed the trailer for The Bride on here. It looks like Frankenstein meets Bonnie and Clyde's what it looks like, man.
Christian Bale.
Yep. Christian Bale is the monster, man. Yeah. I think it's directed by Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. What's her first name? I can't remember. Maggie Gyllenhaal. That's it. Yeah, she's directing it.
She's a cutie.
Dude, you know what? It doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm not going to run out to the theater and see it, but I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes on streaming because
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, it looks interesting, but not enough to pull me into the theater. I mean, let's face it, they're going to have to grab me by the lapels to drag me into the theater now. That's just all there is to it. It's going to have to be something I really want to see, you know? Let's take a look at the chat and see who's here real quick. Of course, the hardest working mod in the business is here. Thank you for being here, man. And if you don't know what his name is, we will let you know for sure.
Monarch. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
He is hard at work in the chat, as he always is. And I'm sure he left a Heidi ho, all you nerds and nerdettes out there. I'm sure he said that somewhere in here through all of these links he dropped. No, he said greetings and salutations. He said something a little calmer today. Let's see. And he wants an LFG. Come on, man. Really? I'm just getting on a roll. He wants an LFG. I swear. I don't know what to do with these guys. Yes, I do. Because I love it.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And our good friend from south of the border is here. And I actually made him an introduction video. I don't know if I clued you guys into this, but yeah, he's here too.
Do you mind holding this, please?
Not at all.
Would you mind holding this, please? Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias!
Yeah, Martin's here. He says he's lurking and cooking. He says, greetings, my excellent friends. It's good to see you, man. I'm going to change that, though, Martin. You're right. People may get confused by that. He's not the Alcalde in that introduction. He's Zorro, okay? But I found out a way where people will understand a little better. So I'm going to do a different clip. Huh?
Isn't that Zorro the Gay Blade?
That's from Zorro the Gay Blade, yes. But that's the straight Zorro, though.
Yeah,
that's the straight Zorro.
I know.
Okay.
But they're both
let's
played
see.
by the
Read
same
by Nature's
actors,
here
so-
as well. I'm sorry. What'd you say, John?
So they're both played by the same actors.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
yeah.
But I purposely didn't put clips of the gay Zorro in there. Okay. I
thought that would have been funnier, but
Yeah.
Let's see. Read by Nature's here. He says the bride looks like one of those ideas you'd see in an indie comic. Yes, it does. That's why it intrigues me. I like indie comics, man. I think they're pretty cool. Let's see. Who else is here? Okay, that's everybody that's in the chat. So we will get going with what we're doing tonight. Let me go through this right here and see what we've got from last week. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. I don't know if you guys have heard about this one yet, but it looks like the X-Files reboot is underway. It cast Daniil Deadwyler to star as one of the two. Ryan Coogler is directing, so it looks like it's going to be an African-American version of X-Files, is what it looks like to me. Hulu has officially greenlit a pilot to revive the classic UFO series with the Sinners filmmaker writing and directing. So, yeah, Ryan Coogler, which, I mean, from all accounts, Sinners has been really good. It's up for 16 Academy Awards, but that doesn't mean anything. Word of mouth really got that thing going. If you remember earlier this year, it was the sleeper hit of early in the year, and I liked the Black Panther, the first movie, anyway, that he did. So you know, I just don't know about, you know, a lot of people are bringing up the, you know, the race swapping in it and everything, and I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt to see what it's going to be all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're dealing with aliens here. So
yeah, it's aliens. Who cares what color the people investigating it are? You know? Yeah, it's yeah.
Just don't call them the same names.
Right.
If what they say is true, then it's not. They're not replacing Sculler and Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
They are. These are new FBI agents.
And that's perfect.
That's fine.
And that sounds great.
With that.
That's
Yep. Yep. And you know, we've got a really good, from what I've seen, director and writer. Yeah. So, you know, it could be good. And the main word, though, when you're reading it, is pilot, boys and girls. We're back to pilot season. We've got pilots being made now, so they give them a chance, and if they like what they see out of it, then they'll order episodes, which is the way they should have been doing it all along. I mean, they did it this way with the big three networks because they didn't want to dump a bunch of money into something that was not going to be watched, you know. So that I think this is the correct way to do it.
You saying the Blake checks are going away?
Yeah, the blank checks should be going away. Well, they have to. We've talked about that several times. They're losing so much money, and I mean, pretty much all the businesses left Hollywood. You know, they've got to do something to stop the bleeding, right? And this is one of the things to attempt it. Just check out a pilot, see how it goes, and then they'll order episodes, right? It worked for a long time on regular television. So I don't know why the streaming services don't do it. But anyway, that's the first one we got tonight. Next one, we got Tom Hanks is going to play Abraham Lincoln coming up. In Starburns Industries, Lincoln in the Bardo. Playtone producing. Apparently it's based on a book, and he's going to be playing him. So
yeah,
that'll be good.
Playtone is his production company.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, Tom Hanks is a good actor. He's proven to be a whack job here lately, but he's still an excellent actor, so, I'm sure he'll do a good job. But I just got done here recently showing the clients the what's his name? Dan Brown novels, the movies they made of them. I showed them the Da Vinci Code, and then the next weekend I showed them Angels and Demons, and then I showed them Inferno just recently. I didn't remember Inferno, and I've seen it. And then I watched it again, and it's so funny. One of my clients was sitting there going, "This sounds just like COVID," and it was made before COVID. You know what I mean? And it was pretty scary. But yeah, I think he'll do a good job at it.
He's still writing those Da Vinci Code books too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more of those movies, because those movies are really good. Of course, Ron Howard is going the way of most of the great directors. He's getting too old to make hits anymore. I mean, have either one of you seen Eden? I haven't seen it yet.
I've perused it.
Disconnected, I'm sure.
Yeah. Was it any good?
It looked boring as shit.
Yeah, did it? Yeah. See, that's what I worry about.
What's
that, John?
There's two books that came out after the Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
There's Origin that came out in 2017, and then he just came out with one last year called Secret of Secrets.
Well, I'm sure they've got movie productions going on those for sure.
Yeah, Eden was the one where they were talking about the menage a trois.
Right. It's based on a true story where they're like getting away from society or something like that, and they're living on an island or something.
And they were talking about, Anna de Armas and Sydney Sweeney being in it, so it was presumed that they would be a part of that, and no, it was Anna de Armas with two guys in the ocean. It was like,
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Disappointing.
Right.
Disappointing.
Every red-blooded American heterosexual male is bummed out at this point. Yeah. All right. So, but I know another chick that you like, Knock, may not be in. Well, we know she's not going to be in any of these movies going forward, but apparently Sony is going to reboot the Spider-Man universe with new people after several box office flops. Sony will film boss Tom Rothman also reveals China banned Spider-Man No Way Home because it showed the Statue of Liberty. Wow. Yikes. But apparently they're going to go ahead and
it takes place in
reboot
New York, doesn't it? I mean, it's kind of...
Yeah, right? It's kind of hard
not to have that backdrop.
It's kind of hard not to have that,
The party didn't want to give the people any ideas.
Right. We don't need to be talking about liberty in a communist country. Now, look, I'm just glad to hear they didn't bend over backwards for China on that one, because Hollywood's been known to do that. Just get that China money. But yeah, kind of saw this coming. The last film they made was my man Craven, which I actually enjoyed that movie. It's not comic book accurate at all, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool, but it did not do well. They haven't done well since Morbius, really. I mean, everybody was hyped for Morbius, and it just hasn't. Ever since then, it just none of it took off,
Well,
and we all
Well,
go ahead.
bombed.
Yeah, it did.
The
That's what I'm saying.
problem
It hasn't done well since that one, huh?
They're putting out these Spider-Man movies
With no Spider-Man.
with no Spider-Man, and the normies are going, wait a second, I thought this was a Spider-Man movie.
Right. Yeah. And it just doesn't work that way, I mean, when you can do a movie about some of these bad guys, but they have to be really iconic bad guys. I mean, they've made a few Joker movies, and they've done well. But the best Joker movie is The Dark Knight, right? It's got Batman in it, right? So, the best Joker movies have Batman in them. We know that, but they've been successful with some of this other stuff. But you just can't do it all the time. It's not going to work every time. And I think the success of Joker made them think that they could get away with it over and over and over again.
Well, let's take what made it good and let's turn it into a musical. That'll
right? Oh my God, yeah.
That'll win everyone over.
Well, that was basically the director giving everybody the middle finger, really, saying, I didn't want to make a sequel to this anyway, so I'll just make this, and you guys will never hire me to do a sequel again. You know what I mean? It's basically the way that's the story I heard, that, hey, he didn't want to do a sequel, and they kept pushing him to do it, and I was like, it's on my watch list now. Yeah, I hear you. It's Morbid time. I liked more. See, I liked all of these movies, man. Look, you give me 3 hot chicks like Dakota Johnson, I'm gonna watch that movie. Okay, I'm sorry, it may not be the greatest thing in the world, but I'm gonna watch it because I like the chicks in it.
I still haven't watched it.
Really, you haven't?
I can't bring myself to do it.
It's a bad movie, man. It's badly written and everything, but it's got 3 hot chicks in it, dude. It does.
Sure does.
It really does. But anyway, they're going to be doing that, and hopefully they'll get it right the next time around. Let's hope. We had some sad news this week. This Friday, we learned that Neil Sedaka passed away. Songwriter to the Stars for decades, dies at 86. Sedaka, who was also a performer himself, penned such hits as Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, Happy Birthday, Sweet 16, and Love Will Keep Us Together. This guy he was a great artist, and 86, he had a long life. You've probably heard his music before. Your parents have probably played it, Knock, but he did more writing for other people than he did performing, really. But he always got credit for the writing. And if you ever heard these artists talk about, Neil, they were always really appreciative of him. Matt says, howdy, Morbius is better than American Graffiti 2. Yes, it is. No doubt. There's a lot of things that are better. That's a low mark, though, Matt.
The bowel movement I took a few hours ago was better than American Graffiti 2.
Tim says, that's a deep cut, Matt. Oh, my God. Yeah. Now, here's my question. Is Grease 2 a superhero movie? Because the guy is wearing a disguise half the time, right? With the motorcycle helmet. You can't tell who he is and everything. Yeah. I know. Stupid joke. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. We were talking about this before the show. The Burger King guys, if you guys didn't see this video of the CEO of McDonald's eating this hamburger, it looked like he was just not enthused by it at all. But the Burger King takes aim at McDonald's CEO video skewered on social media. The guy from Burger King was chowing down. He acted like he was all about that burger, man. But this guy, he just looked like he was, Like he didn't even.
Joe
wanna
thought
say
it was
something.
fake when I sent it to
I
him.
did. I thought it was a fake
He's
video.
like,
It looked
that's
fake to
clearly
me.
AI. I'm like, dude, it's everywhere. Just do a little bit of research. You'll see. Everyone is talking about it. And now
Yeah.
I've seen that the Wendy's guy has joined in on it too.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God! This is silly. The
Yep.
burger wars. What? We haven't had a burger war in a while, bro. It's been a long time since we had a.
And I mentioned it before the show, but the McDonald's CEO had made a statement recently saying that he had apparently already eaten a burger before that shoot, and so that's why he didn't take as big a bite. It's because he was already full.
He'd already eaten one, huh? Well, then why did he lie and say he was going to make this his lunch?
Right?
Come on, bro. You're not helping yourself here. You're digging the hole deeper. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
just keep digging. Just keep
Keep digging, son. Keep digging. What do you got here, John?
This is something that just broke.
Okay, let's see what it is. Breaking news right here. Mike Richardson fired from Dark Horse after founding it 40 years ago. Wow. Dark Horse Comics, I take it that this is what they're talking about?
They fired him on the 40th anniversary of Dark Horse Comics.
Wow.
The new owners did.
The only thing I ever read out of Dark Horse was the Star Wars line they did. They were doing Star Wars for a while.
Yeah, I never got into the Star Wars stuff for Dark Horse.
But
I
that's
did comics for Star Wars.
That's almost as bad. That's almost as bad as. Oops, hang on. I screwed up there. Hang on. Let me get knocked back in here.
What the shit?
That's it. I'm. Hey, it's been a week, man. I'm screwing it up. Bear with me.
I will not be silenced.
I will not be silenced. That's almost as bad as when they sent. What was it? CM Punk. They sent him. I think they sent a lawsuit. They served him for a lawsuit on his wedding day to AJ Lee. That's the kind of shit this is, man.
Yeah.
Just we don't care. Wow, man.
Well, Dark Horse was like Hellboy, Sin City, Umbrella Academy, Gru. They had like Avatar, Alien, R.I.P.D.
Yeah, they've done a lot of properties that we've seen turned into films. Yeah, they've done a lot of comic books that were really good. I'm not saying they weren't a bad comic book company. It's just I was more into the Marvel stuff myself, but I do remember when Star Wars first came out, it was a Marvel property, right? They had a contract with Marvel when it first started out, and it moved to Dark Horse later. And by all accounts, a lot of people that are comic book fans loved the Dark Horse run of Star Wars. They thought it was pretty good. So,
well, the new owners is Embracer Group, who through their subsidy Middle Earth Entertainment, which used to be the Tolkien Enterprises, because they bought the Tolkien estate.
Wow. Okay. I wonder why they got a hold of that. You think they want to do some Lord of the Rings comics, maybe? Something like that?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You got breaking comic book news on here. How you like that, guys? Yeah, we got it. Let's see. That's a kick in the balls, so someone must hate him. Right? I'm telling you, it's just horrible, man. Let's see. We got some more people trickling in. Wolverine Snicked is here. Howdy, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you.
That's the crazy part of business that I'll never understand is how you can found a company and then somehow get kicked out of it by a board that you give power to. It didn't exist before you founded the fucking company, and then you created a board for whatever reason, and they can kick you out.
They got rid of the guy that created Papa John's.
Yeah. Remember when he screwed up and dropped a racial slur when he shouldn't have? And
this is what's so BS about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying the racial slur. He was saying, don't say words like this and this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But because he said the actual words, is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The word itself is voodoo. It's not the intent behind the word. It's the word itself that's voodoo. That's ridiculous.
was
E. Clay
behind the
Thomas,
cancel
no,
culture.
we did not, but I have it queued up, and we will be talking about that.
What?
We will be watching that trailer. So
That is the state of things, though, because we can't say it right now.
no,
'Cause Joe would get fucking bleeped out.
Yeah.
I would get bleeped out.
Even if we said, "Hey guys, it'd be peace."
We've
bad to
had
say
somebody
this.
say it on the show before, and
Oh, yeah.
they
got kicked. Look at
do
the
not
split.
do. I didn't kick them out, but
Well, no,
they haven't been back on the show.
The show got kicked.
Yeah,
It
it
got
did.
shut down.
So
At least on YouTube, it did.
yeah, it did. So anyway, yeah, and let's see. Bruce got what he had coming for not remembering that one and.
Vince has said this before earlier, but I still don't understand the reference.
What's up?
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not understanding the reference that Vince is talking about right now.
Nintendo? Maybe? I don't know. I do not know what he's talking about either. Bruce. Which Bruce?
I'm
Lee?
assuming he means Campbell, but
Campbell? Nah, I don't think it's Campbell. But we're going to be talking about him pretty quick here, too. Matter of fact, I believe it's the next story we have. Yes, there it is. We got some more bad news this week. Somebody that we all dig, I would imagine. Bruce Campbell, the king of the cameos in the Sam Raimi movies, and the lead character in the what's his character's name? Ash. Yeah. The Evil Dead series actor Bruce Campbell says he has cancer that's treatable but not curable. But I'm a tough old son of a bitch. Now, I haven't been able to read this thing yet. Did he say which type of cancer he got? Let's see. Also called. Let me go down here. I don't think he says in here what kind of cancer he has. But if it's something like, because I know Roman Reigns has I can't remember which kind of cancer it is, but he's had to get
non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Lymphoma is what he's got. That's right. And he's had to take cancer treatments twice in his life to put it back in remission. So, yeah. Let's see. Eclay says, "Damn, that sucks. Is it on his pack?" Oh, let's hope not, man. Look at these guys. I swear to God. He didn't give details. He said he wasn't saying more than he had. Yep. What's that, Knock? I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just a stupid joke.
Okay. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. That was a Bubba Hotep reference. I got you, man. I got you. Okay. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his. He's been in every Spider-Man movie. He's got a cameo in every one of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies that Raimi made. My favorite cameo he's ever done is at the end of Darkman. He's the face that Darkman puts on at the end of the movie, so his girlfriend won't recognize him in the crowd. You know, that's my favorite cameo he's ever done.
The only thing that I've really enjoyed that he's been in is Burn Notice.
Yeah, Burn Notice. He's the sidekick in Burn Notice. He's really good in that. But he also put the statement out about this on X, and I'll put this in the chat. But it was pretty neat looking. That's a picture of him from behind, and it's got his statement on here. I'll go ahead and get this and put it in the chat if you guys want to go read it if you haven't read it yet. Let's see. But yeah, that's hate to see that happen to a guy that we dig that as much as we do, you know. I'm not a big fan of the Evil Dead movies. I have seen all of them, but I think it's funny that he's in almost every Sam Raimi movie. He's got an appearance in almost every one of them. I think that's really funny. Let's see. Hang on, let me put this in the chat for you guys real quick. There is his statement on X that he put out. You guys go check that out whenever you want to.
If I had to speculate, it's probably prostate.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. I wouldn't wish cancer. Fuck cancer. Don't even like to talk about it. Let's see. That's the box office stuff. Oh, yeah. apparently all this talk of selling it has jacked up the Warner Brothers stock so much that David Zaslav's cashing out, and over 100 million of Warner Brothers Discovery stock. Other top execs also selling. Yeah, so he's cashing out. He's going to keep his job, but he's cashing out of all the stock.
Yeah, but a lot of those executives won't be keeping their jobs.
Yeah, I know, but he will. I mean, I think he's done a good job at the helm of that. The only mistake I think he's made is putting James Gunn exclusively in charge of the DC universe. I think that's the only slip up he's made.
Didn't I see somewhere that he's probably coming to an end too with this whole?
That experiment's probably over.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Well, James Gunn wasn't even mentioned when they talked about their plans going forward.
Wow. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
You know who is, though?
Who's that?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, right? Don't tell me they're going to bring back the Snyderverse. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're not going to be subjected to Snyder Bros again, are we, man?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
here we go with the dark tones again.
Right. Everything.
The money people behind this want Snyder back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean,
I tell you, I didn't give a shit about the Snyder Cut. It didn't make it any better for me.
I think it was too long, but I did like the fact that it gave it more of a Infinity War type feel where it had gravity. A lot of, for instance, you watch the I always point this one out, the Themyscira scene where they're going after the cube in Themyscira. In the Joss Whedon version, it doesn't have the impact that it does in the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut, it's like it's for all the marbles, and you could tell it. These people are in trouble. You know what I mean? But it didn't seem to have as much gravity in the Joss Whedon version. You know, and I like the ending of the Snyder Cut way better than the ending in the Joss Whedon version. I like that a lot better.
They only need to bring back. I only want to see them break back Snyder's Trinity. Other than that,
yeah. I mean, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Ben Affleck are great in those roles. They really are.
I don't need to see any more of Gal Gadot.
Really?
I think I'm done with that.
Really?
89 was god awful.
Well,
84, yeah,
84 was bad.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't remember the name because it was so.
Yeah,
bad.
See, it was so bad it threw off his. He can't even remember the number that it has to do with. Yeah.
I guess she's fine when she's with the group, but maybe if we don't get any more solo movies.
Well, I like the first one. The first one.
The first one was great.
It was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's also it was so cool because that was when HBO did their little. Because that was still during COVID or whatever, or at least the back end of it, and they dropped that on the same time they did it in theaters. They dropped it also on their streaming platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and we actually watched that on Christmas, and even the kids, my nieces and nephews, they were done within an hour. Before an hour, they went out, they went upstairs, did their own thing, and they got bored of that fucking movie quicker than sand.
Yeah.
I was upset about what they did with Maxwell Lord. That was my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid, wasn't it? He was just an anti-Trump allegory, is all he was, and it was. Yeah, that's not Maxwell Lord. Yeah, I mean, they haven't gotten Maxwell Lord right yet. I don't think. Kind of wondered. Well, isn't Gunn's brother playing him in the fucking? Yeah, he showed up in Peacemaker, didn't he?
Yeah.
Give me a break. Ugh. But anyway, the Snyder Bros will be happy. I don't know. I just think. Oh.
Obviously,
do they wipe the slate clean? I mean, what do they do? I mean, this is so rough because the Superman movie I was not the biggest fan of, but I did like Cornsweat as Superman. I thought he did a good fucking job. They just didn't have enough of him in it, for a Superman movie.
They better hurry up and capitalize on Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, right?
I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to do it soon because he was probably my favorite character in that movie.
He needs to stay.
And I liked all the characters, but he was definitely my most memorable.
Right.
In that one, he was really cool.
Yep. Well, let's see how this next one is going to work out. We've got this from Deadline, and I just found out about this before the show. Lanterns trailer. Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, the two probably most popular Lanterns there are at odds with each other in DC HBO series premiere window set. So that means they have got a time for the premiere, but I was reading this earlier and I didn't see the date that they have.
It's in September.
Is it in September? It's going to be in the fall?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't see anything in this article about it. But anyway, I do have it queued up so we can watch it. So let me go ahead and cue this up real fast like. And like I've been doing, now I don't know how Warner is. Do they smack your ass for showing their stuff? Are they really bad with that? I know Disney is, but I just don't know if these guys are as bad at it. Let's see. You guys want to let it play, or you want me to stop it every 10 seconds? I say we let it play, and
We'll
then
just be quiet.
yeah,
We'll talk
and
about
then
it after.
and then we'll talk about it afterwards. I think that's the best way to go, myself. Okay, so we got this here. Chrome tab. There we go. All right. Let me go to full screen on it and make sure the sound's up. Okay, here we go. This is HBO's Lanterns. Let's check it out real quick.
Okay, that last line,
Yes.
my response to that on Twitter to them was, Guy Gardner says, "Fuck you, Kyle."
Right? Fuck you, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle. Man, well, we'll see what happens with it, man. It looks like Yellowstone lanterns, man, to me.
Yeah, I'm not.
It looks
really
like
feeling
Yeah, I
they're
don't really
making-
need that small town vibe. I want to
Yeah.
go off first. I don't know. That's just me.
I could have sworn that they're in charge of, an entire sector of the universe.
They are.
Is what I thought.
I'm curious
yeah.
what this is, where this is on the time. I'm guessing this is before the Superman movie.
I don't know.
Because you just asked. You talked about other humans, and you didn't mention Guy Gardner.
No, he didn't. He did not mention Guy Gardner. They don't mention him. You don't see him in the trailer. And here's the other thing. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about the whole training thing because, the rings, you can't wear the ring till the ring says you're ready. I thought the ring just came to someone and then you train them after they've got the ring,
Yep. That's how it works.
I mean, it's a little confusing. Of course, I am not the guy to ask about Green Lantern lore at all. I never thought it was cool. I was like, oh, he gets his powers from a ring. Okay, whatever. I have more of appreciation of it now from playing DC Universe Online and all the Lantern stuff they give us. But Knock will tell you it's my least favorite stuff they do, and they do it constantly. Apparently, this is a really popular character. I know my best friend Dallas. That's his favorite superhero is the Green Lantern. And see, because I don't know that much about it, I didn't think the fucking Ryan Reynolds one was that bad, But from what everybody tells me that loves the Green Lantern, that was just an abomination of a movie. So
it was.
I didn't. I remember watching that movie, and I didn't mind it. It was just it fucked itself over with the ending.
Yeah,
to me, it was a 2-hour build up to a 5-minute fight.
yeah.
That should have just been a second movie.
Right. Right.
And that's what ruined it for me. It's like there was this whole build-up, this whole world building and all that stuff, and then it was over in 5 minutes at the end of the movie. It was like, what the fuck?
Martin says, Joe is lantern phobic. No, I am not.
Other than that, I didn't mind the movie.
You said this is Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yellowstone lanterns. Yeah.
I'm actually getting more of a True Detective vibe.
True Detective too. I was about to say that right after I said that earlier. Yeah, it looks like Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson running around in the car, doesn't it? which was a good show, and I think that's what they were trying to make this into. But it's a cosmic character, man. He's supposed to be. It would be like taking the Silver Surfer and sending him to Lubbock, Texas. I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? These guys are, big timers, not this small time crime shit, But who knows? It could be cool. Who knows? I don't see anything that's totally turning me off, but at the same time, it's a little confusing. And this is the fault of Warner, and I think we can all agree Warner's the dumbest movie company in the fucking world. They have never really done an origin story for the Green Lantern and done a world building piece for the Green Lantern. You know what I mean? They haven't done any of that. So
Paramount would like to talk to you and their
about being stupid. Yeah, I understand. But I'm actually quoting Keith.
Disney's on hold, by the way.
I've heard Keith. Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you. You're right. They're all stupid. Because here's the main thing, guys. Most of these guys, they don't know anything about this stuff. And for some reason, be it the message or whatever, they don't want people that actually do know about this stuff. And it's probably rights things. They probably have to pay these people to be involved. And that's what they're trying to avoid. And,
Yeah, but this is Gunn we're talking about. You should expect at least Gunn. He may pick the stupidest stories, but at least he understands some of the characters better.
Yes, he does. I mean,
this is
I didn't like Superman, but to Knox's point, I want more of Mr. Terrific. I do want more of that. He does get the characters. It's just, if he could just dial his fucking ass down a little bit, man.
This was written by someone that doesn't understand it. It's almost like Zack Snyder wrote this.
Yeah.
Because that's not Hal Jordan. I don't know what the hell that was. That was crotchety old man. That's what that
crotchety old man's what it looks like. Why are they casting a dude that's in his 50s to play somebody that you're going to do several things with? That makes no sense. Well,
unless they're
Another thing that doesn't make any sense is the fact that Hal Jordan's hanging out with Jon Stewart just to start it off. Just do a season with Hal Jordan and bring Jon Stewart in later. You know what I mean? We'll see. I'll give it a try. This is not one I'm radically opposed to. I'm really not radically opposed to it. But it's starting to look like a train wreck that I may not be able to take my eyes off of, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of random question. When did cursing in trailers become the norm? Is that recent?
Well, that's a streaming trailer, first of all, so it's going to be on their channel, and I'm sure it's got. If there is one out there for regular television, I'm sure it doesn't have the cursing.
Yeah.
It's you got to remember it's HBO, so No,
I get them cursing in the show. I'm just talking about the trailer.
Right, and like I said, that trailer is probably made for the streaming service. If they show it on regular television, they have to cut that out. So yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's see what else we've got for today. That appears to be it. So you know what time it is, boys and girls. It's time to check in on the girlfriend of the show.
Amy Schumer.
Huh?
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer? I don't think so. I don't think so. If I was going to, now I can't say who I'd put up there, but, hey. She is the agreed upon girlfriend of this crew, for sure.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney
issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
All right, it's time to check out Sid. Just don't let Snyder near the scripts. Oh, I hear you. Sids! Everybody's ready for Sids. It's Sid time. All hands on deck. That's right. Hand check for Keely Chow. Hand check for Keely Chow. Let's see. And it's, you know what it's about? It's what it's been about for how many weeks now? What, she started selling lingerie about a month ago, right?
Something like that, yeah.
That's what it's been all about, man. And that's what it continues to be. Sydney Sweeney sends fans into a frenzy while rocking barely there lingerie and tights for her brand. Emmy-nominated actress has been brand's main model since their January launch. Well, I mean, it's her line, isn't it? I mean, you know, that's CERN, I think is how you pronounce it, or is it Siren?
Siren.
Siren? Okay. I mean, she's been the main model, and what they're talking about is this right here. This and I'm not going to put it on there because it's got, you know, I'm sure it's got music and all that stuff on it. But yeah, she's doing ads for it, and she's basically selling underwear, boys and girls. And yeah, a lot of it's sheer stuff, which underwear usually ends up being. So there you go. Sydney hanging out, showing us way too much. Vince steps in for Keely Chow, feeding the ducks. You've lost your mind. All right, I guess you guys just don't feel good unless I do it. Hand check! And then, of course, we've got the pictures that go with from this week. Looks like she's posting about weekly on this stuff. So this is from her Instagram. And yes, the girl is coming up on 30, but that wall doesn't look like it's anywhere near her yet. She has not run into it yet. Looking forward to what she does. I got to watch that movie, The Housemaid. I got to check that out. It did pretty good at the theater, so it's good to see her being successful. So there you go. That's what we got this week on Sydney Sweeney. It's good to see you guys. And enjoy Sydney Sweeney. All right. So we've got a couple of things to do here in the second half of the show. First of all, we didn't get to do the March movies. So we're going to jump on that first. And then we'll talk about this week's episode of Monarch. Which, by the way, guys, we'll put up the spoiler thing whenever we talk about it and everything. But I do want to let you know, you got plenty of time to watch it before Wednesday. Because it comes out on Friday nights. Or does it drop at midnight on Friday?
It drops at midnight.
Drops at midnight on Friday?
It's like Thursday.
Right, Thursday late if you're late,
Yeah.
if you're a night owl. Okay, so there you go. But anyway, let's get IMBD up here and check out what's going on coming up this month. And guys, when I originally made the thumbnail for last week's show when I was going to do it, you know, before what happened, there wasn't much there. I only put two posters from movies up there that I thought anybody would be interested in, you know. Let's see. On the 6th, we've got the one we were talking about earlier. The Bride is going to be coming out. Okay. Now this one stars Christian Bale, and I'm not sure who the chick is. Buckley is her last name. We'll look it up here in a second. But in 1930s Chicago, Frankenstein asks Dr.
Euphonious?
Euphonious? Okay, there you go. To help create a companion. They give life to a murdered woman as the bride, sparking romance, police interest, and radical social change. Oh, no, not radical social change.
Have a good one, Martin.
Oh, boy. Does he got to go?
Martin.
Okay, let's see. Where is... got to go. My planet needs me. Okay, take care, Martin. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. I wonder if The Housemaid is just a remake of the Asian movie and or the Spanish movie. I'm not sure. Thank you very much, Martin. Appreciate you, bro. It means a lot
isn't
coming from
everything
you.
a remake nowadays?
Yeah, I mean,
There's no
it's like they
original
don't want to
anymore.
do. Well, they don't want to. They don't want to gamble on new stuff. You know, that's why the Sinners of the world is so rare. You know, the Sinners movies. These pictures look pretty cool. I love the production value on this though. Jessie Buckley, who I've never heard of. Have you guys heard of her?
Nope.
No.
Let's take a look.
The name.
Let's take a look at what she's... Well, it's got The Bride, and that's about it, huh? Born December 28th, 1989. Let's see. Hamnet, which is up for a lot of Oscars this year. Beast and Wild Rose. I haven't seen any of these movies.
Nah.
So she's new on the scene, boys and girls. But yeah, getting back to the cast here, we got Christian Bale, we got Jake Gyllenhaal, Peter Skarsgård, who I like, Annette Bening, Penelope Cruz, Juliana Hough. Juliana Hough, if you don't know who she is, she was a hot blonde that danced on Dancing with the Stars. Her brother was on that show too. They gained a lot of popularity from that show. This got a pretty good cast, man. Just looking at some of the other people. Yeah. So Maggie Gyllenhaal wrote and directed it. Well, I hope she does well with it. I hope she does. She played... didn't she play Batman's girlfriend in the second Batman movie? In The Dark Knight? I'm pretty sure that's her.
Is she the replacement or the replacer? I can't remember.
No, she's in The Dark Knight. Yeah, that's Maggie. She was the replacement. Yes.
I liked her in... I forget. It was a CBS show that what's his name was in the dude from Lost. They have he has an AI supercomputer that it was like a
Person of Interest.
Yes, yeah, she
Okay.
was in that one.
Okay,
I liked her in that show.
yeah, cool. I've heard that show is great. I've just never seen it.
I gave it it was one of those things where I binged it, after it was pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good show.
Oh, cool. Let's see. Awesome one is here. He says, "Dude, it's good to see you, man." Holmes was in Begins. Yeah, Katie Holmes was Rachel in Batman Begins. Yep. Sharkin' time. Sharkin' for pearls? Not today. I don't play music over us talking, man. Okay, next up. Of course, we've seen ad after ad for this one. Hoppers is going to be coming out this weekend. I got to read the premise for this. A 19-year-old animal lover uses technology to place her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover mysteries within the animal world beyond her imagination. Really? I thought it was something where somebody was projecting themselves into an animal, but I guess it's a...
They make the joke in the trailer. It's basically Avatar.
Okay.
The animal kingdom, and then she finds out that in the animal kingdoms, the animals just accept nature, like the bear eating the gopher or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so her being a virtual signaling kid, she wants to break the cycle.
Oh,
and, yeah.
Wow.
And how nature that's what I got from the trailer. So
okay. Well, we'll see how it does. I think this is a Pixar one, isn't it? I think. Disney's Pixar, yeah, it is. So we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at the voice actors we've got here. You guys know voice actors better than I do, but I do love that man right there, John Hamm. I think he's great in everything he does. I dig that guy. I don't know any of these other people at all.
No, I don't.
Dave Franco is James Franco's younger brother. I do know him. But yeah, a lot of these I just don't know. We'll see how it does, though.
I don't recognize them either.
I don't think this is going to do as good as Goat has so far. I just don't see this doing huge numbers. Watch me be completely wrong, right? And it makes $1 billion, right? It's going to be the next one to come out of nowhere, like Inside Out 2, right? That made a ton of bread, right?
No. Inside Out 2, I knew it was going to make a big amount.
Well, I didn't know it was going to make $1 billion. I mean, the first one didn't make $1 billion. But,
it was beloved, though.
But yeah, it turned out to be a really good movie by all accounts. And what a beaver! What is a beaver?
Why is a beaver?
Well, I can't show you. Yeah, why is a beaver? But anyway, I don't think I see anything else this time around. Of course, we got horror movies, a mystery called...
He just took himself out. What a loser.
Well, we just got zapped again, it looks like. What the hell just happened there?
You went first.
I know. Hang on a second. Let me see. I think we're okay. Yeah, because Rumble's still going. Let me make sure. You guys let me know in the chat if we're still going. Let me check YouTube. Yep, we're still going. Okay, it was just a blip on the radar. All right. Okay. There we go. What's up with that, man? I swear. Oh, my gosh. By the way, over there on the big green play button, thanks for being over there, Low Spec. I'm watching you over there, man. He says, the Flaming Elmo was my attempt to get his attention. Talking about over here on freaking Rumble. I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you. He's over there doing his thing on Rumble. Let's see. Thought New Orleans got nuked. No. Yeah. Look. And I'm close to Strategic Air Command, so, if it pops off, I will disappear. But if that had happened, those two would still be here, and I wouldn't be here. No, I mean, I'm just saying my feed would go down, but you guys would still be up. No, we wouldn't. Up. It would kill the whole show, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's right, because it would wipe everything out. Yeah, that's it.
Well,
okay.
No, it's going to... I'm like 10 miles from Whiteman Air Force Base where the B-2 is.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
It kicks off, I'm gone too.
Right? Well, and so is Knock, because, well, he may not be gone right away, but yeah, they're going to hit Washington, D.C. too, and he's pretty close to there.
I'm not crazy close to there. So
no, you're a little bit farther out. That's all we need. Malarkey Gumbo. Listen to
Meyer Alert.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so
that's a Fallout reference.
Is it? Well, I wouldn't know. But anyway, next up on the 13th, one that they've been just hammering every movie I go see. This thing is playing there. Reminders of Him is the number one thing listed with a bunch of horror movies coming out that week. But this is apparently about, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for this, but every movie, and I've been going to see a lot of chick flicks lately, guys, because my mother and my wife have been dragging me. This one was on the beginning of Melania when I went and saw that with them. But apparently this girl has a drunk driving accident and kills her husband, and she falls in love with the person that's watching her kid or something. It's a melodrama. It looks like a Lifetime movie, and this one I really don't know. Bradley Whitford's in it. He plays the father of the guy that gets killed, And it looks like a very, very, very Lifetime-esque movie, if you understand what I'm saying. By the way, I watched, since my mother's been in the hospital, I watched more Lifetime than I'd ever care to watch ever again. And I got to tell you, some of the plots of those shows are just bizarre. Have you guys ever seen any of this stuff? It's great. I watched one where this woman catches her husband cheating, and it turns out not only is he cheating, but kind of like Monarch, he has another wife. And all of a sudden, he ends up dead, and he left everything, her house and her kids, to the other wife. I was like, now, wait a minute. You can't leave kids to somebody. It doesn't work that way.
You also can't be married twice. It's illegal.
Well, he was doing it illegally, obviously. But, I mean, you know, it was just crazy. I was like, really? People buy this bullshit? That's unbelievable, man. But anyway, that one...
Unless it's for religion. I think that's a favor for that.
I really don't know much about this one, but every movie I've gone to see in the last 3 months has had this trailer on the beginning of it. So they're really pushing it, which usually means it's not very good. But anything you see here, John? There's a couple of horrors. No. There's a comedy called Scared to Death. I just don't see anything good there. And then the one that a lot of people are waiting on is coming out on the 20th. And I got a feeling I'm going to see this one in the theater. This one's going to get me to go, I think. I'm a big fan of Ryan Gosling. You guys know that. And he has teamed up with the writer and director of The Martian. And, yeah, this looks like it's going to be pretty damn good. You've seen the trailer. Did you guys see the last trailer? I'm not going to play it tonight, but did you see the last trailer for it?
Yeah.
It looks good, man. It really does. Project Jerry. I hear you. Oh, man. Yeah. Vince, we're hoping. Yes, we're hoping it's good. You guys know the premise. A science teacher, Ryland Grace, wakes up alone in a spaceship light years from Earth. As his memory returns, he uncovers a mission to stop a mysterious substance killing the sun and save Earth. An unexpected friendship may be the key. And we all know from seeing that Rocky is the friend, right?
Rocky greater than Goku.
Right? Greater than Goku. Yeah, that was in the last trailer, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But let's check out this cast. We've got Ryan Gosling. Really? We got the AT&T girl in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
She is well endowed.
Yes, she is. From what I understand, she didn't we report on her doing some skimpy pictures for the fire victims over there in Hollywood, California?
Something like that. She's definitely one of those ones that said, "I don't want to be viewed for my body," and then
right, and then all of a sudden she did that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got Ken Leung, who I like. He's a good
pretty cool
character actor. Sandra Hüller. I don't know that I know this girl. Have you guys seen her in anything? I think she's the scientist that sends them after him. Let me see what she's been in. Anatomy of a Fall, Tony Erdmann, Zone of Interest, and Requiem. Yeah, I don't know this girl. She must be new to the scene too. Although she doesn't look like she looks like she's middle-aged. I don't know that she's
she might
that
be
young.
like a foreign actor. Like I think she's German.
Is she? Okay. All right. Gotcha. Andy Weir writes good books, but Hollywood has to add their garbage. Yeah. Well, I like The Martian with
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second.
It's kind of funny. I saw a meme picture earlier with was it Interstellar, The Martian, and Saving Private Ryan, and the caption was, "America has spent a lot of money to save Matt Damon."
Yeah, right.
It had those 3 movies on the picture.
Right. These folks, I don't know any of them. I'm looking. Yeah, these look like a bunch of newcomers, but I don't know. When I first saw the trailer for this, man, it looked pretty damn good to me, dude. And knowing that the guy behind The Martian is doing it makes me really hopeful that we're going to get a good flick here. You know what I mean? What do you think, John? I know you've been looking forward to this one. You going to go see this one?
Yeah,
Huh?
it looks like they're keeping to the book. So
yeah. And you've read the book? Oh yeah. Okay. Was the book good? Yeah. Okay. All right.
I actually liked it a little better than I liked The Martian.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okie doke. Well, let's see what else we've got. We've got a sequel to one that I thought was crazy when it first came out a few years ago. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. If you remember, this movie was... this girl got hunted by the entire family of the guy she was getting married to, if you remember the premise of the first one.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was from just that. So.
Right. It's a dark comedy slasher horror type thing. After surviving one deadly game, Grace and her sister Faith must now outrun 4 rival families competing for a powerful throne. Winner takes all. This looks like one of those crazy ass everybody kills everybody movies. Let's see if anybody we know's in it. Elijah Wood,
Yep.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Okay.
Well, Samara Weaving's Hugo Weaving's daughter.
David Cronenberg. Wait. Go back. Samara Weaving?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Okay. Cool.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I saw that. But I'm looking at David Cronenberg, who I love, dude. I love his movies. And he's a pretty good actor, too. He's been in a few flicks. He plays small bit parts, but his movies are great, though. But they're not for everybody. If you're squeamish, don't watch any David Cronenberg movies. He's the master of body horror, guys. He made the Exploding Head movie. What's it called? Scanners?
Yeah.
But he did one good thing about Scanners, though. He introduced us to Michael Ironside. We got Michael Ironside out of it. So, yeah. Let's see. I don't see much other people that I know here. Now, I do know Mr.
Kevin Durant.
Carbonell. Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Okay. All right. I'm starting to warm up now. I've met him at a con. I've got a signed picture of him from. I have to look and see which one it's from, because I wanted to get him one of my favorite movies with him in it. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I Am Number 4. I love that fucking movie, and he's the lead alien that's hunting him down in that movie, right? And I wanted a picture of that, but I think I got him from. I'll have to go through and look at. But he signed an 8x10 for me.
He did an episode of Stargate.
What's that?
He did an episode of Stargate.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Ready or Not 2, and that's coming out on the 20th, the same weekend as Project Hail Mary. The Pout Fish. What is this? That isn't That's not Pixar, but 2 aquatic misfits embark on an impossible journey to save their home.
Is this Timu Finding Nemo?
Timu Finding Nemo is what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's it. I just wanted to take a look at it to see if it was something else by Pixar. I wouldn't think they'd put them out back to back like that. The Hunting Club, I've heard a little bit about. I don't really know what it's about, but I've heard some stuff about this one. There's no plot here, but yeah.
You'll have to go to find out.
You will have to go watch it just to find out what it's all about. But really, this is my point. This is why I only put 2 thumbnails up. Nothing really looks good on the last week either. They Will Kill You, a horror movie. Forbidden Fruits is a comedy. Now, I took a look at this one, and I put it on the trailer at the beginning of it, but it just looks really weird, man. At a mall, Apple leads a secret witch cult with co-workers Cherry and Fig. New hire Pumpkin questions their sisterhood, forcing them to confront inner darkness or meet violent ends. This sounds crazy, man. What's the genre? Comedy and horror. Okay. See who's in this one. Anybody we know? Lily Reinhardt? No, I don't see anybody I know in this. But it's got a bunch of chicks in it, that's for sure. Bunch of cuties. Gabrielle Union, know who she is. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not much out this month, man. There is not much out this month at all.
Not much out next month either.
Really? Wow. But yeah, that's it. Of course, we'll be talking about this come April 1st. That's going to be
most likely going to
huge.
be the first billion.
That will be the first $1 billion movie of the year. Yeah, you're right. Super Mario Galaxy, but we'll get into that in April. So that's it for our look at the upcoming movies. I just wanted to go ahead and do that because I knew there wasn't much here. You know what I mean? What were you saying, John? I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's that and Michael. Those are the two big movies coming out in April.
Michael.
I don't know what that is either.
It's not a remake of the John Travolta movie, is it?
No, it's the Michael Jackson story.
Oh, the Michael Jackson movie. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to do as well. You know,
the Michael movie. I think it'll do okay. It's going to make money. I don't know that it's going to make $1 billion.
Oh, it won't make $1 billion.
No, but it's going to make money. I mean, Mike's still pretty popular, you know. Finding Temu. Love it. Let's see. Just don't go hunting with Dick Cheney. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. You know you're a bad motherfucker when you shoot somebody and they apologize to you for it.
I guess I just got in the way.
What the fuck? Oh, God, I'm old. Vince says. Alexander's ship was Storm. Is that right? She was Storm in the it was Apocalypse, right? Apocalypse.
First Class.
No, Storm didn't show up until Apocalypse, brother.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah, pretty sure I'm correct about that one. She's in Apocalypse.
Sure you are.
And was Storm even in the last one where they remade X-Men 3? Dark Phoenix? Was she even in that one? Hang on. I'll pull that one up for sure. I think the title of that one was Dark Phoenix, right? Phoenix is the way I pronounce it all the time. Yeah, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Not sure if she was in that one as Storm or not. But I know she was in Apocalypse as Storm. Here's the... this is Dark Phoenix. Yep, there she is right there as Storm. Yep. So she was in that one. Yeah, I've only seen that movie like once. So horrible. It really was bad. Do you even remember that movie, Knock? Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, because I remember Sophia Turner. But, yeah, it wasn't a great movie.
Yeah, remember she shows up in this one, John, because she's the girl that lives on the street that helps him out when he shows up in Egypt. Yeah. That was her first appearance, was in this one.
Actually, she has a non-speaking role in First Class.
Does she? Really? Did not know that. Okay. Non-speaking role as in...
Background?
Right? Do they have her listed as Storm?
Yeah, there's a character... a young girl with white hair is visible during the Cerebro scene.
Okay. Oh. Well, yeah. Okay. All right. I got you. Yeah. So technically, you're right. She does make an appearance as Storm in First Class. Holy shit. I stand corrected, John. She is there. She
technically
is
right is the best kind of right.
I stand corrected, bro. Let's see. Weird in April still. Have the untitled Disney 2020. Really? I didn't see that. Of course, I'm not looking at anything from April right now, so we'll do that at the end of the month. It was the worse than X-Men 3 somehow. Yes, exactly. How do you fuck up? This is the thing that's always pissed me off about that story. It's one of the greatest stories ever told in comic books. I mean, it's on a lot of top 10 comic book runs ever, right, John? A lot of people list it as one of the greatest stories ever told in comic books. But boy, they fucked it up in X-Men 3. And then they fucked it up again in Dark Phoenix, telling the same story. Now, we did. I would, if I had to watch one or the other, I definitely watch Last Stand again. You know, because even though it's a bad movie, at least we got Kitty Pryde. You know, at least we got that character in it, which I thought was cool as hell. And she's integral in my favorite one, right? Days of Future Past. You have to have her. You can't tell a story, you know. But, yeah, man. What a deal. Okay, so I stand corrected. Storm has an appearance. If one of you guys want to, get me a screenshot of when she shows up on the screen. She's not on there long, I can tell you that, if it's a Cerebro scene. Yeah, same director. Yeah. He fucked it up twice. Absolutely crazy. Okay. So, let me put the spoiler thing up real quick. And we got to change it from Fallout spoilers to Monarch spoilers. If you have not seen the latest episode of Monarch, this is your warning. And we will be back to close the show after we're done talking about it here in a second. But we have spoilers for Monarch Season 2, Episode 1 coming up. So, let's go ahead and get into that. Let me check out what they're saying in the chat here. Kitty Pryde is now Tomcat, Joe. I know, man. I was such a big fan of hers too, man. It's crazy. What a shame. Kelsey was Beast, was good at least. Yes, he was fantastic. That was chef's kiss casting for Beast. It really was, because Kelsey Grammer. If you know anything about the character, he's the brains of the bunch and develops all their stuff for him and stuff. But when he gets mad, you don't want to be around him. He's kind of got a Hulk rage about him. That's why they call him Beast. Let's see. Zilla talk. Time to head to the kitchen. All right, buddy. Are you not? I don't know if he watches it or not, Vince. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Monarch. Now, real quick, guys, we were in the middle of covering season 2, or excuse me, season 1, and things got screwed up on the stream and we couldn't finish it. But I do want to tell you that I enjoyed the hell out of season 1, and it ended on a cliffhanger, kind of. I think, how long had they been gone in the last episode when they...
2 years.
When they pulled everybody out. It was 2 years they'd been gone? Okay. All right. And they lost Kurt Russell, which I think we all knew he wasn't dead. But it was a pretty cool thing to see him disappear there. But let's get... what we had at the end of that one was, they had reunited with their father. And Kong was the big reveal at the end of it, right? He was the Titan that showed up there at the end of it. And another Titan had been released by this thing. No. That happens in this episode. I'm getting ahead of myself.
They had gone because they had to go to Skull Island because that's where the membrane was thinnest, so they could get to the underworld.
Right.
Hollow Earth.
Yep. Hollow Earth. Cause and Effect is the name of this episode, guys. Decades after being presumed dead, Akiko returns, shocks Monarch, Kate defies orders to save Shaw and unleashes a terrifying new Titan. That is a pretty good description of this episode.
Yep.
But, I thought they could have put a little bit more into this one, but it was more people talking in rooms a lot, really reestablishing characters and their friction. For instance, like the girl that's working. What's the name of that company that's working with Monarch now?
Apex.
Apex, yeah. The girl that works for Apex has given May a bunch of grief and. Well, she's not really giving her grief, but May wants nothing to do with her,
That's her mom.
Yeah. That is her mom? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I was fixing to say, I don't.
Her mom.
There's a relationship
That's
there,
not her
but I
mom.
don't think that's her mother.
No.
No.
No,
This woman, she holds something over her head. May has done some bad shit, and the girl that's running Apex is. She's holding it over her head to get her to do, because she's really talented with computers, right? She's really good with this stuff, and that's what's going on there. But we'll go ahead and throw up the slideshows. Of course, we've got flashbacks again, which I'm sure is driving my good friend Knock crazy. But I don't mind it at all that they're doing the flashback thing. Let me see if I can get where I can get the description off of here. There it is. Okay. Now this one, they're on an island and they go to a bar and they see this thing. You know what it looked like to me? It looked like the hybrid of a friggin' armadillo and a fucking stingray is what it looked like to me. It looked like something that had kind of the body of a stingray without the point, without the fins on the sides, but it had, like an armor texture to it, right? Yeah. And they damn near get beat up in a bar over this thing because they're trying to take a picture of it, and one of the people in the bar doesn't like it that much. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're going to stick around this place and check it out, even though, of course, Colonel Shaw, the young Colonel Shaw, is trying to talk him out of leaving. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't want to have to fight all these people. You know what I mean? What's up, Joker Voice? Good to see you, man. Look forward to seeing you later on tonight on Wednesday is Overbooked. If you're not following the Joker's voice, you're not getting all the wrestling news you need, man. But anyway, I'm not sure where this is at. Are they? Is this Skull Island they're on right there, John?
No, that's someplace. It's like a South American island.
Okay, but anyway. Kong is this slide right here we'll get to. These are all out of order, so I don't remember what this is about here. What that had to do with the bar, right? The bar. The barmaid was helping him out. Yeah,
I gotta tell you, the past version of Kiko, I'm starting to like less and less.
Really?
I really just started to like her less and less.
Why do you say that?
It's in this scene right after they do that. It's when her and Wyatt Russell's characters are sitting together at the table. And she's
dancing with the husband, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, the barmaid is.
The barmaid is, yes.
But Kiko and the other and what's his name are talking, and she starts asking him about like the picket fence and stuff like that. It's like, why don't you settle down? Why don't you fall in love or something like? He's like. I'm sitting there going like, bitch, he tried. You said no.
You said no, right?
What? You didn't want lines to be crossed. And then you end up marrying the other guy. Like,
right.
I don't understand her reasoning for anything. And at first I thought the doctor guy was a beard marriage, but no, they're actually doing stuff. Like they're fucking.
Yeah, they are.
They have a full-on relationship. Like it's not a beard marriage or what I thought it was at first. And no, like it's a full-on marriage. So I don't know. I'm finding her more and more in the past self to be. I like her less and less. I think she's fucking around with that guy's feelings, Wyatt Russell's character.
I hear you.
and making
I
way
kind of
snide
got the.
remarks.
I didn't really. It didn't turn me off, but I got the same feeling you're talking about. Yeah, it sure seemed like she's playing both sides of the fence. It does feel that way.
Where
Let
they
me
are is-
see this question right here. Answer this for him. I can't even pronounce that, bro.
Anguirus.
Anguirus. Is that what we're looking at there?
No, that's not.
I didn't think so. This isn't. It's not a Titan, and we'll get into what it is, or the American version of it. Now,
where they are is Santa Soledad, Chile.
Okay, they're in Chile. Okay. Let me see. I do like this thing. The fucking Monarch boat is badass, dude. Outpost 18 is fucking cool. Outpost 18 is fucking mobile. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, they at one point like I said, they reestablished some of the friction going on between some of the characters. Shaw, we're seeing him on tell me what they call the it's not the underworld.
It's Axis Monday. It's like halfway between the Hollow Earth.
But what do they call it? A Hollow Earth? Is that what you said?
No, there's Hollow Earth, and then there's the surface world, and then there's Axis Monday.
Okay.
What they call that middle area with the where they ended up at.
Okay. All right. Well, we see Shaw running around down there. Let me see if there's a slide of that. And he's just looking for a way out, basically. And he ends up running into a freaking I don't know if that's a Titan though. That's it looks like a wild boar thing, and I think we saw one of these in the last one, didn't we?
Well, that's Kiko's arrow.
That's right. That's Kiko's arrow right there, sticking in that thing's head. Yeah. And this is right about the time that he actually doesn't know it, but there's a rescue mission going on, and what happens is May. I don't remember the daughter's name. Kiko's daughter's name. Kate, and the son. It's actually Kate.
Kiko's granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Yeah, granddaughter.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Saying, wait, what?
Yeah. Sometimes I can lose track of this stuff, but she wants to go get Shaw. Everybody's telling her, "No, you're fucking crazy. We can't go get him. Kong's there. We can't do it." Blah 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 blah. She finally talks him into doing it, and basically they're leaving Kiko behind, and everybody else is going. Kate's dad, Kate's brother, May, they're all going to
Kiko is still recovering from the I don't know, time lag.
Yeah, right. Apparently there's some recovery time.
Was...
That was the opening scene, which I thought was pretty interesting. She had some kind of I don't think they ventilated her.
They described it as where like when you go underwater, for a long period of time. And
you have to decompress so you don't get the bends, and it's that kind of thing. And she's like, bullshit. She got her way out of there. But so they go off and they don't get found out for a little bit.
That bothered the shit out of me, by the way.
Yeah,
they just May distracted the guy who was never even looking at the monitors, by the way, until she got near them. And then somehow, she distracts him, and apparently no one else is watching these fucking boats on this place. Right. And then May magically makes her way down to there without nobody else seeing her. She left the computer where she was distracting, and apparently no one decided to watch that one again. Yeah. And she made it down just in time. Oh, you guys are going to leave me behind. I thought that leaving from the ship was dumb.
Look, the fact that they got off that boat, we know the military's involved with it. It always has been because of Colonel Shaw to begin with. They're funded by the military and everything.
So confident.
It was. Yeah, they needed to really come up with some more Mission Impossible kind of stuff to get them off that boat. But here they are. They're landing, and then
where's that tech chick? They could have had that tech chick there. She could have did something with the camera.
Well, she did. If you remember, she did go to the control room, and she was going to fuck with some shit. But Homeboy was right on top of it. If you remember, the white guy.
I know, but they could have brought her back.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's a little crazy.
That would have been more malleable to me. To have
hey, her. Janet, what's going on? We're talking Monarch. It's good to see you, young lady. Thanks for being here. And everybody's waving at her. Yeah. Janet's a great girl. If you guys aren't following Janet from Another Planet, you should. The shit show is great. I watch it every Friday. But anyway, they get to the island and they have to traverse it knowing that Kong is here. Okay? And who was it in the thread that mentioned plot armor? Who was it?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a scene, and I'm not going to look. I'll look for the slide, but I mean, there's only a few slides on here. Let me take a look here. See if they've got it. They don't.
May is a liability, by the way. I don't know why they
Yes.
keep bringing her.
Out in the field, May is a
understand why
huge
I
liability.
don't get why they keep
Yes.
bringing her. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with you, but I'm gonna get shocked at everything that happens around me
Right.
every single fucking time, and be liable to everybody." I don't get why they keep bringing her.
They come up
If there's
on
not a computer,
Kong.
there's no reason.
They come up on Kong while he's sleeping, and I knew this. Look, they got to get a little bit better about some of this stuff. You knew Kong was going to roll over. You knew he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're trying to be, at the edge of the forest and everything, but sure enough, he rolls over, and Kate barely dodges his hand and walks out from between his fingers.
Yeah.
No, it was the house, falling over and the guy being inside the window
Yes.
when it fell. That whole shtick.
Just good Lord, man, what are you doing?
And May.
That's not even the plot armor I was
Didn't
referring
put.
to.
No.
May apparently doesn't put any points in stealth.
No, not at all.
No, she's a computer geek, and to be fair, I feel like to the character that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's
does.
literally a computer nerd. Like, she's indoor most of the times. Like,
Right.
she shouldn't be OP in the freaking forest, right?
No.
No,
Which is what
not
makes
at
me
all.
feel like, why is she fucking there? It's like she's got major, FAFO
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out.
Fear
Fear
of,
of
fear of
FOMO?
missing out.
FOMO, that's sorry, not-
That's it. Yep.
Not the other one.
So they get to the island. They get past Kong. And what they're trying to get to is the gamma radiation. I guess you call it a what do they call this thing? It's
Beacon.
It's a beacon. It's not really. It makes it seem like there's gamma radiation. It's not really projecting gamma radiation. It's bait to open a portal to bring a Titan, so that they can move between the the underneath. That's all I'm going to call it. I can't think.
It's just
of
creating a
fucking-
doorway.
Yeah, it's creating a doorway. But when you create a doorway, a Titan always comes through. That's the fucking problem with doing this. They're drawn to it, right? That's how Kong ended up here. So they don't have the power for it yet. So they have to go on a little side mission. And I think we learned in Fallout not to go on side missions. But these people didn't watch Fallout. Okay? They didn't learn. And when they get to the place, they find this fella right here. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the show because it was the brother and May, the two that were actually boyfriend-girlfriend when we first... they had just broken up or just called a timeout right when the show started, right? If I remember correctly. And they're out there trying to put the power back on. And, of course, we got May screeching, running away from this thing. And the brother does something really neat. He takes a forklift and skewers this fucking thing. It's freaking awesome. That's it right there. As a matter of fact, you see the forklift plates there. And he runs that thing right into a wall and skewers the shit out of it, man. It's awesome.
They're on Skull Island. There's all sorts of monsters.
Yeah, right. Fake Hulk maker. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to call it. But anyway, I thought that part was really cool. I thought that was neat, man. I really did. And then, meanwhile, back in the past, they find this thing. I don't know what the hell. John, help me out with the specifics on this one. I can't remember what this was or what it did. Or...
Well,
that's a sacrificial thing.
Yeah, that's they didn't go into detail, but you can tell from looking at it, that's where they're sacrificing to their god, who's this kaiju that's been missing.
Okay, gotcha. And this is, and what it is the barmaid is helping them, so they'll leave. She knows they're in danger. She doesn't want them to see them get fucked up.
I think it's the dumbest fucking reason to help somebody. I'm going to give you all the information that keeps you here, and it'll make you want to stay here.
And then you got to leave.
I thought that was way too convenient.
Yeah. I felt that way about a couple. I'm with you on this one too, Knock. I'm with you on how they escaped the ship, and I'm with you on this one. They've got to do a little bit better with these things. But some of it I really dig. I love that the way they killed that one thing. And coming up here, you'll see what I really dug. The way they've set up this season it's a major event at the end of the show. But yeah, so they find that, and they find out what these things are. They're just little bitty monsters, man. They're like what, about this big, about maybe my arm's width across. Yeah. But they're being protected by Kong, I believe. If one of them gets fucked up, Kong knows about it and he comes after him, right?
No.
Isn't that the way it was?
Kong is freaking out because he knows that beacon, every time it goes off, it brings a Titan. Yeah. That's why he got pissed off, started smashing things.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what we're hurtling towards is we get the power going. We get the power going. We get the portal, and Shaw is down in the under Monday or whatever the fuck you call it.
Axis Monday.
Axis Monday. Okay, and they're down there. Oh wait, Mothra is only in the real Godzilla universe. Stop it.
Plus, we haven't seen the two twins, so there's no Mothra.
Right. Twins. He sees the portal starting to open up, and he sees something start breaking loose of a big fucking. It looked like kind of a hill or a rock formation, but something is busting out of this thing, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he runs straight for the pod because he knows this is his chance to get out. And a bunch of these little things that they saw in the past start chasing him through the woods, and he has to fight a couple of them inside just to get the pod closed, and one gets inside the pod, and he has to fight them while he's trying to get ready to get out of there, right? It's a pretty cool scene. I like the fight scene between him and the little monster. That I thought that was cool as shit. It really did. All he was armed with was a few tools on the inside and a pocket knife, you know? That's all he had. And he was fighting this thing off. Meanwhile, this huge tentacle monster, I don't know what this thing is. Do you know its name, John?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
I haven't announced it, but it's Sharktopus. That's what it is.
Sharktopus. Okay, I got you. All I know is this thing is fucking huge. And it comes through the portal right along with Shaw when he gets out. And apparently, from what I've seen from the trailers, this is going to be the story this season, is trying to stop this motherfucker. Because when they get him out, okay, Kong's pissed off because of this gamma thing, and they're getting out on helicopters, and he's pissed off about it, as you can see from that picture right there. They're flying way too close to him. I don't know why they're doing that, but
that's from the beginning of the episode.
Oh, is that right? That's when they were getting out.
That's
right.
at night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when they opened the portal to get them back, and he was pissed off about the portal, so he came and wrecked everything.
But whenever he did get through, this thing got past him, and he was chasing it. He was chasing it hard. And this is another shot from a helicopter. He was chasing it hard. He was trying to make sure it stayed on this island, man, and he couldn't. We all know Kong can't swim, man. He got out there and he had to come back, but this thing got out in the ocean, and it is huge. It has got tentacles, and it's crazy looking.
And blink and you miss it, which I did, and I had to rewind because I don't know if I was looking at my phone or whatever.
Yeah.
As it came out of the portal, it killed the chairman lady.
It killed the chairman of Monarch. Yes, it did.
And what got me was the helicopter pilot was like, "Where's Delgado?" Whatever her name was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "What do you mean? Where is she?" So I had to go back. It took me like 10 minutes, like a couple minutes to find it. I couldn't find out where she was getting. It was a tentacle swipe as he was getting out.
Yep, scooped her up, and she's not going to survive that. She's dead. She's dead. I don't care what anybody says. If they bring her back, I'm gonna be like, okay, there's no fucking consequences in this show, I guess.
And of course,
You know?
Shaw got back out too. And
Yep.
to me, this was the biggest plot hole of the whole episode. Because apparently, the amount of time he was in there, it was parallel to the time outside of it. And that bothered the shit out of me.
Really?
It should have been weeks that
Yeah.
it took for them to get back there and to open the portal for him to get in there and get out of there.
Yeah, there should have been
There was
some
no
time
time
difference
variance.
there. Yeah.
There was no time variance from when they were there while he was
that
in
was-
there to the time it took them to get back in there.
That was a definite plot hole.
That's a huge
By the way,
plot hole to me.
they call that kaiju Titan X.
Titan X. Okay.
Now the people of the island called it El Gran Dios del Mar.
Okay. I don't know what the... Hey, Martin, if you're watching, give us the translation, because I don't know what that means. I have no clue.
I did dig the moment with Kiko, with the one guy after she got up and about, and he goes, Dr. Rhonda. And she was like, I spent my whole life trying to get people to call me doctor.
Yeah,
And like
no
she's
doubt. That was
revered
cool.
here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That I dug that.
I
was
did.
cool with
Yes. It's definite. They're definitely... These people are impressed with her. That she is the beginning of Monarch to them. And you know, they're very impressed with her. And
Now they
that's
just
something
lost their
she was
leader,
trying to
so-
get. You're right, Mac. That was very cool. It was. Yeah. What's
it
up, John?
stands for the Great Sea God.
Okay, the Great Sea God. Yeah, well, that makes sense. But yeah, man, there's good stuff here, but they got to clean it up, John. They got to clean it up. Some of the
plot
stuff.
armor.
Those-
And all
those
the
little
shit that,
things
like, the fact that she was the only one that got knocked out, the Taugata, I can't remember her name, but the chairman lady,
Yeah.
she was or director lady, she was the only one that got killed in that final area. You know, when shit was flying everywhere and dinosaurs or monsters were moving all about. She was the only one that died.
Yeah,
I just, the plot armor is way too thick.
it is. It's real. It's real.
Yeah, those things, those little things, like the thing hanging on the bar and stuff.
Yeah.
They're called sea scarabs.
Sea scarabs. Okay. Yep.
They did remind me of the way they skittered was like the scarabs from the Mummy.
Right, and they did have they did have somebody drawing pictures in the bar, or somebody was drawing. Was this? I think this is the doctor drawing this. I think
That's the doctor drawing the tattoo on one of the guys that was
Right.
going to beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So apparently they've seen this thing before. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that whole island worships this creature as a deity. Because remember, they went into the cave and
Right.
they had like the cave art of this creature from the past.
So,
this-
is it the same creature or is it a different creature now? Because like, did it get taken back and then now it's back again? Like,
I don't know that.
That's what I'm
that hasn't
curious
been
about.
revealed.
And I think we're gonna see more about that in flashbacks, is what I think, because I have my own theory about it. This is my theory, okay? This thing busted out of a fucking huge rock formation. I think they trapped this thing before in the past, and it broke out because of all the fucking around with the damn portal. You know what I mean? That I think it's been dormant for a long time. What do you think, John?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was.
I agree.
Who trapped?
Yeah. Huh? That's the thing. Because if you watch the trailers, they say they need Kong and Godzilla to take care of this thing. Apparently, it's freaking huge. This is going to cause a lot of fucking mayhem. Apparently, so. And I don't know. You know, maybe Godzilla's breath can create something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think it's been lying dormant for a long time, and them fucking around as much as they did is what woke it up. But we'll see. Hopefully all will be revealed, but yeah, I agree with Knock. They need to clean up some of the plot holes in this. And but I'm still
Kate's
digging
still
it,
trying to
man.
steal May, by the way.
Huh?
Kate is still trying to steal May, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
That right there, you know, we'll see if we get a payoff on that or not. But I dig the entire Colonel Shaw deal, and I agree with you about Keiko playing both sides of the fence. And That's not cool, man. She doesn't need
I
to be
just think
doing
she needs
that.
to cut it out. I think she's being unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, she's being unfair to her husband for sure, and she's being unfair to fucking Colonel Shaw for sure. Because
It just bothered me she was asking those questions. Like, why don't you settle down? Like, bitch, I don't have a
Right?
normal job, and you were kind of my only option, and you
Right.
fucking turned me down. So it's like,
well, all right, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the spoiler thing. John, anything else you want to talk spoilers on this thing?
The warthog thing is called a bramble boar.
Bramble boar?
Yeah.
That makes sense. But I did like the fact that we had a little bit of continuity, like Knock was saying, with the arrow being in its eye and everything. I thought that was cool as shit. Really, and you knew Shaw was in trouble. As soon as you saw that arrow, I was like, oh, shit. That thing's going to be coming after me. What the hell? Let's see. Joker's voice says, glad you were able to stop by the full show last week. Good to see you again. Hope things are going well. Yes, they are, sir. I was in the hospital with my mother whenever I watched your show last week, and I'm going to try and catch some of it tonight. You take care of yourself, man. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's turn off the... go ahead.
The thing that gets killed by the forklift
Yeah,
is called a vine rat.
Vine Rat. Where are you getting all this info?
The
internet.
the Gojapedia.
Thanks for pointing out the totally obvious, Mr. Spock.
There's
John,
a wiki. There's a wiki for the for Godzilla that has all the MonsterVerse stuff.
Okay.
On it too.
All right. I wonder if the Monarch has a fan page or not. Yeah. But yeah, guys, definitely look, when I get monetized, Joker's voice, I'm gonna divert everybody to your show after I'm done. But I'm not monetized yet, buddy. But yeah, you guys go check out. If you're a wrestling fan, go check out the Joker's voice, because I'm sure after Elimination Chamber, I'm sure he's got a lot to talk about tonight, no doubt. But anyway, I'm enjoying the show. Cause and Effect was the first episode. The next episode is called Resonance, and I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to get rid of that. That way we can not have any spoilers for next week. But the name of the episode is Resonance. I think this is going to go the way it's been going. Probably, I think we had, 10 episodes, or was it 8 last year?
There's 10.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have 10.
You know, another
Again.
thing with Kate, I kind of need her to stop saying that Godzilla's taking everything from her, when her mother lived, her father lived.
Yeah, they're all alive.
The only ones that didn't live was her girlfriend, who she cheated on. So I'm a little, I don't know. I feel like she's come ahead in all this more than a lot of other people. So
Right?
I don't know.
Well,
she do a little less with the
she
big-
does seem kind of like a diva, dude. So they do act like that. You know
But
what
I
I'm
really,
saying?
I like her though. I like her.
I do like her.
I like her
Yeah.
as the main chick. The main.
I thought what I thought was cool was she was the one that wanted to go get Shaw. And you thought that would have been Kiko. You thought she would have been the one.
Kiko was like, oh,
Right?
I don't want to lose everything again. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
you know,
well, you
what the hell?
did that a lot, early on. So
But now all of a sudden,
he was the first one in the damn hole to go anywhere dangerous.
right? But anyway, you guys watch the newest episodes of Monarch, and we're going to cover them at the end of the show every week. John, anything you want to push besides what I'm going to push anyway?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, listen, boys and girls, don't forget, drop by JoesAtmosfere.com if you need a commission. Just email me from there. If you want to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff, the story, the origins, the artwork behind The Privateer, go to my Subscribe Star page. You can see it all there. And if you want to see the 0 issue of The Privateer, it's on Atmosfere Comics on Kindle. So go check all of that out and support the channel that way if you so choose. Other than that, let me let you know, like I said, I'm back to my regular streaming times and channel. We'll be back with another episode of State of the Atmosphere next week with the pop culture update and everything about the movies, shows, and games, and Sydney Sweeney too. You guys check it out next week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget, the next time you'll see me will be Friday, First Catching the Privateer. We do that every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, and I did have a good time with Grok making some trailers for stuff that I'm going to be doing in the future if this takes off. So you guys check out their shorts on my channel. You can check them out anytime. I made a Royal Fox one and a Patriot one. But anyway, you guys check it out. We'll be working on the comic book again this Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then at 8 p.m. Central Time, we need you to head over to Pop Culture Minefield channel for more Gaming Night with John as Martin, Nock, and John try to traverse Baldur's Gate. I hear they're having a good time. I didn't get to see it this time around because I was at work, and we were up late watching a movie. We watched, like I said, I showed them the Dan Brown books, and we watched Inferno, and we didn't get done with it till like 10 minutes till 10, so you guys were already done by the time I got off of there. But everybody can watch it every Friday, 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then, of course, this Saturday, we've got the watch party, and let me see, do I have it in here? No, I don't. Let me go ahead and get it real quick. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Just take me a second because I made a really cool freaking thumbnail for it, and I want you guys to see it. We are doing another watch party this Saturday, and it is going to be for Equilibrium, boys and girls, the movie that Knox suggested we do. So you guys get ready for that. It's one of his favorite guys, Christian Bale. Tell him real quick what that movie's about. Just give him a thumbnail of it real quick, man.
It takes place. I don't know if it's our future or whatever, but basically it's like Judge Dredd, where it's all taking place inside of a city walls. But everyone left over after a bunch of wars happened. They chose the best way to stop war was to prevent feelings, and so they basically drug themselves so they don't have emotions.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale's character is basically a one who goes out and goes after groups that what does they call it? Sense offend.
Sense offend. In other words, they stop taking the drugs. And they're supposed to. Damn it.
It is the law to not feel.
It is the law to not feel. Yes. So we're going to be doing Equilibrium this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys show up. We'll talk about the movie for about 15 minutes. And then we will get into the Cosme Room and watch the flick. That's the YouTube exclusive every other Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Sunday, it's time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. But we will not do that show this week because I have promised Christian Delorme from Vinyl Revival that I will be on his Bob Seger show he's doing at the very same time. So you will see me 6 p.m. Central Time over on the big green play button on Vinyl Revival's channel doing Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. So go check that out and support Christian. I'm really happy to be able to do that with Christian. One of my favorite artists of all time, Bob Seger. I actually used to sing one of his songs with a country band when I worked at a country bar. I used to get up there and sing old-time rock and roll. I did it once on karaoke night, and the boss loved it so much, he said, "You're doing it with the band next week." I was like, what? So anyway, Bob Seger, great singer, American singer-songwriter. You guys come check it out. It's going to be this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time on Vinyl Revival's channel over on Rumble. And then, of course, Military Monday comes your way this Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm not sure. Gary has been highlighting an actor whose birthday is during this month, so I don't know who it's going to be this week. Martin, if you're still watching, let us know who it's going to be in the chat. And we'll watch a military movie with a minute this Monday as Gary, Anima, myself, and Martin all talk about it. Pope shows up from time to time if he's not working. So you guys come check it out. Military Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then, of course, we've got It's Only Talkin' Roll at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. And John, if you get off early, you might want to come by because we're going to, honor of Robert Duvall, we're going to do THX 1138, the classic by George Lucas, the guy that made Star Wars. A lot like John Carpenter, he made, John Carpenter made a movie called Dark Star when he was in college with his buddy Dan O'Bannon. And they extended it into a feature film when they got out of college and made it a feature film. That's what George Lucas did with this one. He started it in college and he finished it when he graduated and made it a feature film. And it stars Robert Duvall. It's about a dystopian future. It's right up your alley, Knock. It's a lot like Equilibrium, but it's not drugs and stuff. It's just more of a totalitarian state thing. But anyway, you guys come by and check it out. We're going to be talking about it 3:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. THX 1138, the classic science fiction movie with Robert Duvall. And then, of course, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Video Games, Cocktails, and Fails. That's every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I don't know what I'm playing yet. Last week, I played WWE 2K19, and the first hour of the show was a 8-woman ladder match, and it was insane. It took an hour to finish that match. It was bizarre. We had a lot of fun, though. Martin and Lunatic and I had a good time. You guys stop by Monday at 6:30, and I'll be playing a different game. Pretty soon, me and Martin are going to start A Way Out, but we have to do some testing first, and we had a little setback with me having to take care of Mom for a while. So we'll get back to that soon. 6:30 p.m. Central Time, Papa Joe Gamer After Dark on Mondays. And that brings us around to Wednesdays again. And we start at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel with Wednesday Afternoon Matinee. We'll be talking about another great movie this Wednesday. Today we did The Whole Nine Yards, which is one of my favorites. I never watched Friends, but I loved Matthew Perry in that movie. He's freaking hilarious. That movie is great. It's got Bruce Willis, Amanda Peet. I think that was Amanda Peet's first movie she was ever in. I'm not sure. But, yeah, we did that one today and look forward to another great movie at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And that brings us right back around to State of the Atmosphere. So for myself, the Knockster, and John Das Wolfen, I want to thank you guys for being here. And once again, I want to thank all of you for all the positive thoughts and prayers you've sent for my mom. I appreciate it greatly. And she is doing well. She is in rehab, and she should be coming home in a few weeks. So thank you very much, guys, for all of that. Fahrenheit meets 1984. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly right. THX 1138. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's see what else we got. Amanda Peet's twins. Yes, you get to see them in all their glory. Yes, you do. Vince says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great night. And he also says what I should be saying a lot more, but, I do enough self-promotion. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, boys and girls. It helps out every one of us YouTubers. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.